Oh my God. Oh my God. That is beautiful. That is the type of forced, fraudulent crowd response that will propel this whole show. You guys are a nice crowd. I did a show recently. It was 10 guys been yelling out the entire night through every comedian's act, yelling stuff like titties. You know, helpful stuff. They eventually threw them out, and they're out in the hallway arguing with the bouncer, and it got really heated. And the littlest guy in the group was right in the bouncer's face, like, yeah, man, lay a hand on me, I dare you. I'm a lawyer, I can sue you. He actually said that, I'm a lawyer, I can sue you. Because as you know, only lawyers can sue people. He's so lucky he had that job. Otherwise, man, yeah, man, lay a hand on me. You'd be crazy not to. You will get away with it. I work at a magic shop. Sadly, I'm not a lawyer. All lawsuits are just lawyers suing people who punch them in the face. I'd like to see that trial. Well, Your Honor, it all started when I felt the need to yell titties out for 20 straight minutes. Oh. Well, this is going to be a short one. I find in favor of anyone who punched you in the face. Boom. Titties. I was talking to Chris Rock the other day, not to name drop, and he said, I told him I was doing a special. He goes, start out with a really solid joke, and it seems that's what I've done. Walking around my neighborhood, walked past a Girl Scout selling cookies at a table with her mom next door. I walked close to the table. I saw the Girl Scout was signing autographs for people. So I was like, oh, you a movie star? Her mom's like, her picture's on the box. I looked down at the box. Her picture was on the box. I'd never seen this before. I freaked out. Then I got a little competitive. I was like, well, the only reason I ask is I'm actually a movie star. I don't know what movies you've seen at your young age, little Janie, but I bet you saw one called Pootie Tang. You remember the guy in the car? You're talking to him. What about The Wrestler? Did you see that one, little Jenny? Yeah. I got to go to the Venice Film Festival for the premiere, huh? I mean, they made me pay my own way, but when I got there, they let me watch the movie. Yeah, $3,300 flight. $700 for a tux, yeah. Anyway, give me a box of Samoas, make it out to Todd. Good to be back on stage at a real venue. Comics have been doing some weird gigs over this pandemic. Used to be you'd get a text from a comic, be like, hey, have you done that new club in St. Louis? Did they put you up in a nice hotel? Now it's like, have you done that fire escape show in Staten Island? How many hand washing stations do that? Been tested for COVID like 38 times. At some point I realized it's something to do. I was like, oh, this is an activity, isn't it? This should be in Time Out New York's free stuff to do this week. I'd hear about a testing site that had an hour wait. I'd be like, all right, that'll work. Until I can find one with a 2-hour wait. Tried to make it a social event, called my friend Phil up. I go, Phil, let's go get tested together. It'd be great. We'll walk 6 feet apart, stand in line 6 feet apart. It'd be a great COVID hang. It's like, Todd, I don't need to get tested. I've been quarantining. And also, I need to go to the Apple store. You can do both those? Reminds me of the time I was in solitary confinement, needed to go to Supercuts. Went to get a COVID test, and nurse said, I'm going to swab each nostril for 10 seconds. This is the way she counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was like, you know, I'm a busy guy, but I did block off the full 20 seconds. Wasn't looking for express service on this. I'd hate to get stitches from you. I'm gonna give you 10 stitches. 1, 2, 9, 10. Get out of here. I just freed up some time in your day to show off your gaping wound. People got mad if you got the vaccine too soon. You hear these conversations, you get vaccinated? Yeah. Oh, how'd that happen? Oh, I have asthma. Oh, you have asthma. That's interesting. I'm saying I've known you for 2 hours, you've never mentioned that you have asthma. Got mine a little early, got my sticker saying I got vaccinated, posted on Instagram, thought people would be happy for me somewhere. Others are like, I want to know how you got that vaccine. Then someone else would write in, yeah, I was about to ask them that myself. Then the third person would be like, you guys both beat me to the punch on this one. How did you get that jab? It's like, calm down, fellas, I'm about to post a screenshot of my medical records. It is your business. I was really good about wearing my mask, got in a few actual altercations with anti-maskers. Cannot believe how brave I was. I'd be at Bed Bath & Beyond and be like, hey, you. I'm talking to you, 17-year-old stock clerk. See the guy by the salad spinners? No mask, get him. Yeah, grab that set of carving knives. That's a big dude. You're a little guy. And I'm headed for the exit. I'm not even gonna pay for these scrub daddies. I was in Burlington, Vermont, got into a taxi, and I saw the driver didn't have a mask on. I said, do you have a mask you can put on? He's like, I do, but you're not gonna like it. I was like, oh yeah, I think I am gonna like it. Please pull out the hilarious novelty mask. This guy pulls out a mask and says, Biden is as useless as his mask. Oh, you got him. Powerful stuff. He's gonna be sad if he ever reads that, if he's straddling your rearview mirror. Then the guy said, this new variant, it's just bronchitis. That's what my doctor told me. Oh, was your doctor adjusting your back while he told you that? Oh, man. Subtle chiropractic reference. Always brings the house down. Good year for doctors to be on TV. Sanjay Gupta, oh my God, they put that guy to work. Especially early on in the pandemic, he'd be on CNN like, hi everyone, I'm Sanjay Gupta, I'm a neurosurgeon. And today I'm gonna teach you how to sanitize a Nutri-Grain bar. I repeat, I'm a neurosurgeon. I do brain surgery. I could be doing brain surgery right now. In fact, someone isn't getting brain surgery because I'm standing here with a tub of Clorox wipes about to teach you how to do something you don't actually need to do. But more on that in 8 months. Had to learn how to cook during the pandemic, went on TikTok for recipes. Every recipe on TikTok is speed-oriented. Like, do you want to make a 25-second breakfast? Start the clock. I started to embrace the idea of cooking, but then there's always that ingredient deal breaker. I'd be watching the chef on the screen, and I'm like, oh, come on, man. You think I have rice vinegar? You know I don't have rice vinegar. Look at me, you know I don't have it. 3 people in the world have rice vinegar. You and your 2 roommates. Realized how lazy I was about cooking. I'd read the directions on a microwave burrito. I'd be like, heat on high for 1 minute, then flip over. I didn't go to Le Cordon Bleu Culinary Academy. I'm going to see if I can slam this out in one step. No basting. Glad we're eating out again. I've had some great exchanges with waiters and waitresses over the years. There's an actual exchange I had with a waiter at an Italian restaurant in New York City not too long ago. Hi, is it possible to get a decaf espresso? You're the worst. Okay. I don't mean to be all lawyerly, but that was a yes or no question. But if you want to go with you're the worst, that works fine. Anyway, give me a decaf espresso with a big spoon of ketchup in it. Now I'm really bad. I was in a diner in Oklahoma. I ordered a salad, and she goes, what kind of dressing? I said, Italian. She leaned in and whispered something to me, but I didn't understand her. I go, what's that? She goes like, it's not good. What's not good? The Italian dressing. It's not good. It's not good. What's not good about it? It's not that tangy. Maybe you and I have different standards for tangy. Which dressing should I get? I'd go with Thousand Island. I don't like Thousand Island. I'll have the Italian. Are you sure it's not good? What part of it's not good, don't you understand? We'll end that one right there. There was like 4 points I could have gotten out of that joke, and I just kept going. Felt so comfortable with you guys. I was doing really good before the pandemic. Started taking a Pilates class. Consisted of me and 3 women who knew how to do Pilates. The instructor always had to make adjustments. She's like, all right, ladies, let's do that thing when we hang from a bar and do jumping jacks and sit-ups at the same time. Todd, here's some crayons. Why don't you mark up the wall for me, Todd? Draw an owl for me. Big owl with a lot of detail. All right, ladies, we're going to stand on our hands and put 100-pound weights on the balls of your feet. Todd, I don't know, download a Scrabble app. Or leave. Yeah, why don't you leave? I like that idea best. Walking's good exercise. Walk on out air. Yes, I see your t-shirt. It says, I heart Pilates. Hit the road. So Chicago, that's a pretty cool city, huh? I took a pandering course earlier, and they said to say that on stage. How much is a house here? What's that? Nine what? $9? Oh my God. Note to self, talk to someone else. Apartment just sold in New York City, bought by a hedge fund manager, $238 million. 24,000 square feet. If I had a 24,000 square foot apartment in New York, I'd still be telling people from out of town, I'm not really set up for guests. Yeah, it's just a 1-bedroom apartment with 53 home offices. Yeah, you're welcome to crash, but you'd be sleeping with your head on a fax machine. The upkeep must be ridiculous on that place. You'd be at home, honey, you want to go to the movies today? I'd love to, but we really need to go to Bed Bath & Beyond and buy 35,000 Swiffer sheets. I can't even imagine a 24,000 square foot apartment. My apartment is 800 square feet, and I'm a celebrity. Do I have to become a hedge fund manager to get a bigger place? Or worse than that, find out what a hedge fund manager is? Again? Tried like 500 times. People start explaining to me, it's not going to happen. I'll try again in 6 weeks. Everything's expensive in New York. I went to buy new glasses, eyeglasses, went to the boutique place. I go, how much are these glasses? The guy said they're $1,000. I was like, oh, that's kind of expensive. He's like, well, think of it this way. You'll have them for 3 years. It's like $1 a day. Well, when you put it that way, it sounds more expensive. If I asked you how much these glasses were, and you said you have to give me $1 a day every day for 3 years, I'd be like, wow, that is a pricey pair of glasses. I'm doing the math in my head. I'd say that's roughly $1,000. Why don't I take $1,000, buy 2 pairs of $200 glasses, and also a round-trip ticket to Barcelona? No, I'm glad we're traveling again. A few years ago, I went to Bangkok. Almost didn't go. Saw a video on YouTube called The Scams of Bangkok. This dude was a little paranoid. He's like, if you go to a museum and you see someone smiling, total scam. If you go to a restaurant, they have noodles on the menu, your identity's just been stolen. If you show up at your hotel, there's a front desk, call Interpol. Classic flim-flam. Can't believe I've barely done any crowd work. What do you think? How's it going? What's your name?
Chris.
What do you do, Chris?
Design engineer.
Holy shit. I don't think I want to do crowd work tonight. Design engineer? What does that mean?
I design recessed lights, track lights.
Okay, all right. I'm in the business, I get this. I was just looking at how great these recessed lights are tonight. It was good talking to you, Chris. We just took a recess from being funny for a while. Yeah. Holy shit. I pulled that one out, huh? Been trying out Airbnbs on the road. You got to read those listings very closely. They always start out good. It's like on a tree-lined street close to shops and restaurants. Oh, I like that. You'll have the whole place to yourself. Oh, I like that. I let my neighbor store his guns in my linen closet. Yeah, not sure how I feel about that. So he might pop in from time to time. Definitely don't like that. But don't worry, he has a key. Ooh, that makes me worry. Also, there's a great home theater system. You're not allowed to use it. Stay out of the kitchen. And there's a python under the sofa. You must feed him 15 times a day. But to reiterate, you'll have the whole place to yourself, close to shops and restaurants. I always get nervous booking an Airbnb because my picture's in my profile. I know the hosts are at home going, oh my God, honey. You're not going to believe who's sleeping in our attic tonight. I'll give you a clue. Small but pivotal role in Pootie Tang. Todd Barry sleeping in our attic? Yeah, he can't afford a hotel, I guess not. Let's get the good pillows out for him. I stayed at a hotel in Los Angeles. And when when I got back, I realized I left my toiletry bag at the hotel in Los Angeles, and it was a really nice one, sent to me by the Cartoon Network, had cartoons all over it. I wanted it back. I called up the hotel. I go, I was in room 318. I left my toiletry bag. It's got cartoons all over it. The guy's like, oh yeah, we found that. I was like, great, can I get it back? He's like, can you describe the cartoons? Did you think I was calling you on the off chance that someone left behind the toiletry bag with cartoons on it? Like I'm in the market for one, don't know where to find one, so I'm calling hotels all day long, hoping for a miracle. Maybe I got an anonymous tip. Some guy comes up to me in an alley, Todd, don't ask who I am, but if you're in the market for half a bottle of dandruff shampoo and 5 dusty Viagras, call this hotel, tell me in room 318. You left your toiletry bag, it's got cartoons all over it. What kind of cartoons? They'll never ask you that. Why would they ask you that? It'd be crazy to ask you that. Stray clap there. Took an Uber in the Midwest, and at the end of the ride, the driver said, sir, I owe you an apology. I was like, for what? He goes, I'm sorry I didn't talk during the trip. I really like to focus on my driving. It's like, wow, there are apologies I've been waiting 35 years for. This guy hits me with the most unnecessary apology ever. It's like, sir, if you're apologizing for not making me talk to a stranger for an hour and a half, guess what? All's forgiven. Maybe it doesn't always go that way. Maybe sometimes like, sir, I want to apologize for not talking during the trip. Yeah, what was with that, man? You see me back here all lonesome? Just a man and his French horn. I played the French horn in middle school, so I was able to nail that tone. At least the guy apologized. Oh, that was nice. I like apologies. I even like shitty apologies. My favorite shitty apology is the convenient apology, where someone only apologizes because they ran into you. It's always something that happened a long time ago. It's like, hey, Todd, I'm glad I ran into you, man. I remember we were at that party recently. That was 1991. I got a little drunk. You got really drunk. I said a few things I shouldn't have said. You said a lot of things you shouldn't have said. I think I beat the shit out of you. You did beat the shit out of me. Anyway, I just want to say I'm sorry. Well, I appreciate that, Scott, and to think this wouldn't have happened if I went to my usual frozen yogurt shop. Let's do some more crowd work. Whoa. Calm down, 7 o'clock show. What's your name? Brenna. Brenna. What do you do, Brenna?
I'm an interior designer.
Holy shit. You got any stories?
One time I was installing a house and there was a bear in the car.
Really?
In Lake Tahoe.
In the car? The car you were driving in?
I looked outside and there was a bear in there.
In the car. You looked outside and there was a bear in the car. Some would argue that you weren't looking outside. I looked outside, inside the car. That's a good story. Cut that one. Cutting room floor. How did you react to the bear?
I locked the door.
There you go. You know, bears know how to open doors. Save that one also. I was talking to a guy in the audience, asked him what he did for a living. He goes, I'm a cabinet salesman. I was like, do you like it? He's like, love it. I was like, what do you love about being a cabinet salesman? He goes, I like having dinner with my customers. Oh, I didn't know that was a wine and dine situation. Well, Todd, your cabinets are all installed. What do you think? I love them. I'll put my Cocoa Puffs in there really soon. Well, Todd, now that they're all installed, I guess it's bistro time, right? Time for the traditional post-cabinet installation celebratory dinner. What are you hankering for? I'm sorry, I'm having dinner with the guys who steam clean my drapes. It's been quite a day. Breakfast with my exterminator. Happy hour drinks with my plumber. You know, maybe we can have lunch tomorrow. You know what? I'm going to apple picking with the guys who regrouted my bathroom top. This is a true story. I was in New Orleans on tour about 6 months ago, and I started that joke. I said, yeah, I met this guy who was a cabinet salesman. This guy yells out, that was me! I looked down, it was him. What a thrill for that dude, man. Imagine sitting there and I do a joke about you. It's unbelievable. I'm so happy for the guy. That might happen with the bear story. I didn't follow that story. Still don't know where the bear was. Like, if it was in the car, why would you lock the door? I'm gonna be up all night with this one. And we like calling people. Yeah, I don't know if it's inside or outside there. Yeah, she locked the door, yeah. Locked it from the outside, I think. But the bear's inside. I guess we'll never know. My printer broke recently. Sorry to bum you out. The light flashed, it said paper jam. So I called up printer tech support. I go, have a paper jam. The guy's like, paper jam, huh? Let me go do a little research on paper jams. Did I lay a new term on you? Isn't that the problem you make fun of at the call center? Like the phone rings like, oh, I wonder if this is going to be a paper jam. Oh, shit, it is. It's like calling up a steakhouse and asking if they know about baked potatoes. It's like calling me up and asking me if I know about standing ovations. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe you applauded at that. I feel so guilty. No, I was being a dick. I can be a dick sometimes. I really like feeling intellectually superior. I was at a bar in Austin, Texas, and the guy next to me was talking to the bartender, and he goes, I like the last drink you made me more better than this one. I was like, ooh. We got ourselves a dum-dum. A full 30 seconds passes. The guy turns to me, he's like, did I just say more better? It's like, how do you make that mistake and then catch that mistake? I liked it more better when you didn't know how to talk. Got that more better joke working. A month ago, that was dead in the water. Then I'd come here and it's such a successful moment in the show. Wow. That was my bear story. I had a beard for a while. Then I got a girlfriend who doesn't like beards, and she was really subtle about it. She'd say things like, "Oh, you have a beard, huh? Some of my friends like guys with beards." I was like, "Oh, that's weird. Some of my friends like when people say things directly." This is a true story. I got an audition for that show Billions, and I told her about it. She's like, "Do you have to shave for the audition?" Only question she had about the audition. Do you have to shave for it? No, I don't have to shave for it. It's an audition. It's not like they're going to watch my tape and go, "Oh my God, he's perfect." But this character's clean shaven. There's no easy fix for this. We'll go with Daniel Day-Lewis. My girlfriend's from rural Oregon, and she wanted to go camping. I was like, "I don't know about camping." She's like, "Do you even know how to put up a tent?" I was like, "No, I don't." She's like, "That's a good skill to have. What if there's an emergency and I'm incapacitated?" Never thought of that. Whenever I've thought of emergencies, that one's not come up. 911, what's your emergency? My girlfriend was attacked by a bear. Sir, calm down. Do you know how to assemble a tent? I'd hoped, but I was hoping you'd send medical attention. We're not sending medical attention, sir. We're sending 5 REI employees. They'll make some s'mores and hang tight till they get there. I don't know anything about sports. My girlfriend knows more about sports than I do, and I actually asked her this question. I go, "Do you stand up or lie down on a snowboard?" That was like 3 months ago. She just stopped laughing 10 minutes ago. I've never heard anyone laugh this loud in my life. I was like, "Baby, laugh at my amazing jokes, not my perfectly reasonable questions." Got to look for red flags in relationships. I like looking for red flags in other people's relationships. Especially before they even have one. That's the best. Someone's all excited about a potential new romance. They talk to me. I bum them out. It's great. This friend of mine was going on a first date. Like, "Where are you going?" She's like, "We'll meet at a bar tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Ooh, red flag. But he works late at the hospital. He works at a hospital. Ooh, second red flag. He's a highly respected surgeon. Ooh, third red flag. He's a huge fan of your comedy. This guy sounds horrible. I got an email from my doctor's office telling me my doctor is becoming something called a concierge doctor, meaning there's a $2,300 annual fee just to see her, and I still have to pay for all the appointments. Email said, "It's a great program. You get a special phone number where you can text your doctor 24 hours a day." A special phone number? You mean the doctor's phone number? I can text her 24 hours a day? Okay. "Dear doctor, sorry to bother you at 4 a.m. on your burner phone. But I have a really important question. Can I take a third Advil? I implore you to write back before 5. My head is pounding." It's hard finding a good doctor. Hardest doctor to find is a therapist. One of my insurance company's website looking for a therapist. They had a list of therapists who take the insurance and you can sort them by distance. Seemed like a weird way to find a therapist. That's the way I find a dry cleaner. Can't imagine that someone's like, "I'm really depressed, but if you make me walk more than 2 minutes for excellent care, I'll be really, really depressed." Can you imagine ending up at that therapist you found sorting by distance? I'd be at that first appointment. "Todd, I got to ask you, how did you find me?" "Oh, your office is in my building. I live directly upstairs. I woke up 11 seconds ago." Thought you looked familiar, Todd. Probably seen you in the hallway. I was also in Pootie Tang. Yeah, that was it. I've never seen you in the hallway. It was your small but pivotal role in Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang. That's a weird word to mispronounce. Hey, you said Pootie Tang wrong. Okay. I think you got the joke. Therapists have websites now. I saw a therapist's website and a link to his Twitter page. It's like, oh, do you have tour dates and merch also? I clicked on this guy's Twitter page. I saw he followed a bunch of comedians. I was like, ooh, not going to this guy. I don't want a comedy nerd as my therapist. I'll be at the appointment crying my eyes out. Doc, I feel awful. What should I do? Well, Todd, you thought of doing something nice for someone else? Maybe that'll make you feel better. Like what? I don't know. Why don't you hook me up with Bill Burr tickets? I don't know if that's going to help, Doc. Didn't help when I gave you Patton Oswalt's email address. And you got to stop writing to him. He's not going to read that script. I read somewhere that the most marked up bottle of wine on a restaurant's wine list is the second cheapest. Reason they do that is got to be on a date, too embarrassed to buy the cheapest wine, picks the second cheapest, and gets destroyed. Probably the best thing I've ever read in my entire life. It's like, who can we screw over here at the restaurant? How about a guy looking for love who's also on a budget? That's why I hired you, PJ. You're an idea man. See, this bottle of Pinot Noir costs us $1.50. Let's go $600 on this one. But I love cooking shows and shows about travel and stuff like that. I was actually on the Seth Meyers show once, years ago, and the other guest was Anthony Bourdain. I got to meet him real briefly, and I'm glad it was a brief meeting because I don't want to be backstage trading road stories with Anthony Bourdain. His would be like, yeah, I remember once I was in South America, got bitten by a snake while I was trying to eat its small intestine. Oh, yeah, I was once at a Hampton Inn in Little Rock. And they ran out of Captain Crunch at the breakfast buffet. I get it. Poor guy must have had annoying fans when you're a traveling food expert. People running up to you on the street, hey, Anthony, here's the deal. I'm going to Malaysia. And I love turkey burgers. Anthony, best Rice Krispie treat in Paraguay. Let's hear it. Anthony, I'm going to Dusseldorf and I love empanadas. I need your top 5. I like that show, Chopped. That's a great show. 4 chefs compete for a $10,000 prize. My favorite part about that show is none of the chefs have a realistic grasp of what you can buy for $10,000. I was like, Chef, what are you going to do if you win the $10,000? Well, I've always wanted to travel around the world for a year. Flying first class everywhere. Oh, you can do that for another $1.3 million. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to fly first class to Cleveland. Take a megabus to Columbus. Fly back premium economy from Columbus with a 5-hour layover in Cleveland. Then you're out of money. Chef, what are you going to do if you win $10,000? Well, I have 6 brothers. I'd love to buy them each a Rolls Royce. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to buy 3 decent skateboards. Then you make a little sign-up sheet your brothers can take turns. Chef, what are you going to do if you win the $10,000? I think it'd be great to buy my mom a house. That'd be the greatest. Find your mom a sweet $10,000 house. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to buy yourself an updated food processor. Then the best wooden spoon. Then you can make your mom some dip, and she can enjoy it in the house she currently lives in. Not the $10,000 before taxes dream house. Also known as a $3,000 house. Also known as a used minivan. It's fun being a comedian. Work at night, have all day to have some weird days. Had a weird day recently, went to the podiatrist, then I adopted a kitten. That was my to-do list for a Tuesday. It was great. I was at the podiatrist's office, stretched out, looking down at my little toes. I was like, oh, I can't imagine anything cuter than that. 40 minutes later, holy shit, what was I thinking? Finally found something cuter than my little toes. Little baby kitty cat. It's fun being a new cat owner, get to buy her stuff. I was on Amazon looking at cat treats. Found a brand of cat treat. There's a bunch of reviews next to it. Saw there was a 1-star review. I was like, ooh. I got to read a 1-star review of a cat treat. This was the entire review. My cat didn't like this. How's that? Guys at his keyboard, I'm going to keep this lean and mean. My cat didn't like this. I could just see that guy at home. Hey, Pockets, come here. Got some new treats for you to try. What do you think? Oh, you don't like them? Well, don't worry. Daddy will bankrupt the company. What? Just try a different brand? Don't be so petty. You don't be so polite, Pockets. I'm going to crush them. Made the mistake of getting a kitten instead of an adult cat. That's a mistake. She's adorable, but my God, I don't know what I was in for. She attacks me while I'm trying to sleep. It's gotten so bad I've actually checked into hotels. I've checked into the closest hotel in my apartment 3 different times to get some sleep. Probably $5,000 worth of hotel rooms. It's a great check-in, though. You walk in, no bags, bleeding. So you're here for business, sir? No, actually, a kitten attacked me. Oh, where are you coming in from? Look outside. See that building 50 feet away? See that light on the 7th floor? See that kitten in the window? Yeah, the one drinking a glass of rosé. Smoking a cigarette with one of those long holders. Oh, she's holding up a sign. Todd Barry is overrated. Where does a kitty learn that word? It's incomprehensible. Supposed to brush my cat's teeth. That was sprung on me recently by the vet. You got to start brushing her teeth. I was like, okay, I wouldn't have gotten the cat. Just saying, had I known, I would have considered it for 1 second. But it's too late. I love her. So I went on YouTube looking for tutorials how to brush your cat's teeth. Thought there might be 1 or 2. There's thousands of them. All the same, none of them are helpful. They're all like, here's how you brush your cat's teeth. First, start out with the world's most relaxed cat. You got that? No, I don't got that. Shockingly, I do not have that. Place her carefully on this table specifically designed to examine animals. You can get one at your local veterinary supply store for $6,000. Now take the toothbrush and toothpaste out, watch what happens. Oh my God, she took it from my hand. She's taking the cap off the toothpaste. She's brushing her own teeth. Where'd you get a water pick, baby? She snuck off to Target and bought a water pick. Supposed to schedule playtime with a cat. I don't know you're supposed to do that. I don't want to play with my cat. I'll watch Shark Tank with my cat. We'll call that playing. Come here, baby. Sit on my lap. We're going to play. Scratch, 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 scratch. $500,000 for 2% equity. Yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah, it's bad valuation, baby. Yeah, they better have some sales. The apartment I live in charges me $50 a month because I have a cat. It's like a little spiteful pet fee they have. I remember being in the leasing office, signing a lease. Guy's like, so it's just you in the apartment? Yeah, just me and my cat. Oh, so it's not just you in the apartment. There's also something this big living there? Yeah, she's the size of my toaster. You have a toaster? You gotta come clean with me, my man. I have a couple of spoons also. Okay, we're gonna go 50 to the cat, 30 for the toaster. $8 each for the spoons. I can make that joke last 19 hours if I wanted to. Think of all the objects I didn't mention. They have cat cafes now. Coffee shops with cats roaming around in them. They're great. I went to one in New Orleans. The only thing better going to a cat cafe, going to a cat cafe alone. The only thing better going to a cat cafe alone, showing up and being the only customer at the cat cafe. It was just me and 150 cats. I was just walking around like I was the king. Tell me about the gray one. Seems a bit moody for a domestic shorthair. Why is the tabby not playing with the ragamuffin? They should be friends. Let's try your coffee. Mmm, delicious. Coffee always tastes best when you drink it near 7 litter boxes. That's a lot of cat jokes, huh? Let's change the subject, shall we? That's my cat. That's a little perch that's suction cup to the window, and then sometimes the suction cup comes undone, and I don't fix it for a while. Her name's Michaeline. She's a foreign correspondent for Al Jazeera. Close up of the face. Here, let me show you. That's her face. I hope you can't tell where I live based on that. Now you're saying, Todd, how do we know that's really your cat? Boom. Same cat as you just looked at. That's me. Happy, miserable. Happy, miserable. Oh, that's me and Slash. That's Slash. That's me. That's Slash. Slash came to my show in London, came straight from the airport. I have friends I've known 20 years who ask to be on my guest list and don't show up. Slash is like, we're going to clear customs and head right over. Oh, man. I can't show this one in New York because people get mad. I have a washer and dryer in my apartment. It's like I'm a celebrity. Of course I do. Oh, that is the front right side of my couch. It's a fancy couch. It's got exposed wood. Not sure what that is. Probably $1 million contract or something. That's the rear right of my couch. She's got more work to do on that one. Oh, that's me with Lars from Metallica. Me. That's Lars. Me, Lars. Came to my show in Northern California. Look how happy he is. Here, you know what? If you saw that guy walking down the street with that smile, you'd be like, did you just go to a Todd Barry show? Oh, that's the front left of my couch. Someone came up to me after a show recently. She's like, you should get scratching posts. Oh, I didn't know about scratching posts. You mean they have special posts that they oh my God. I have 13 scratching posts. That's the rear left of my couch. That's a speaker that fell over 6 months ago. In order to fix that, I'd have to lean down and put it back upright. Oh, that's me and Charlize Theron. This is me giving a master class in how to play it cool. Thank you very much, folks. Have a good evening. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks very much. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Yeah, yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.